Hey everybody, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. I'm back with my new friend, Becky Klein, director of the Disney Archives. She's been with me all day discussing our lineup of Disney films. Welcome back, Becky.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this. Up next, we have a TCM original documentary about the very subject we've been discussing all afternoon, Disney's live-action films. It's The Age of Believing, the Disney live-action classics. This is an excellent stamp on the films that we've been discussing today, puts it all in historical perspective. When did, and they'll see a lot of this in the film, but when did the transition from animation to live action begin? And I realize it's not like you left animation behind.
No, we didn't. Well, it all started in the early 40s, shortly after Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs came out, which was our first full-length animated feature. Some strange things happened at the studio. Of course, World War II started, and the studio became more of kind of almost like a war plant. The Army actually moved onto the lot, and we started doing less and less animation and more work for the Army, doing training films, animated training films, things like that. And so they started doing a different type of film. They did Saludos Amigos, which was a combination of live action and animation, and that kind of spawned more films of the same type. So throughout the 40s, they did these combination films, things like So Dear to My Heart and Song of the South, and then, of course, The Three Caballeros and Saludos Amigos.
Well, this documentary is all about your live-action history, and in the documentary, we're going to see a lot of the great live-action stars that made the films so popular. Kurt Russell is in this. Dean Jones is in it. Haley Mills.
Yeah, Roy Disney is in it. He makes an appearance in it. Also, Tommy Kirk and Kevin Corcoran, who are also in Swiss Family Robinson.
And James McArthur.
And James McArthur, who we lost just recently.
Yeah, earlier in the fall.
Yeah, as well as a few others, some Disney historians that are good friends that I was happy to see.
Leonard Maltin.
Leonard Maltin makes an appearance. It's wonderful.
All right, Becky, well, let's take a look at it. From 2008, narrated also by one of Disney's great stars, the legendary Angela Lansbury. It's The Age of Believing, the Disney live-action classics.
When we hear the name Walt Disney, images of the greatest animated classics come to mind. But along with his legendary cartoons, Walt Disney also produced a marvelous array of live-action classics that hold a special place in the hearts of moviegoers. Using his signature style, hard work, and an unwavering belief in his vision, Walt Disney created the most successful family film franchise of all time.
Hey, I'm Ben Mankiewicz, back with my co-host today, Becky Klein, director of the Disney Archives. Becky has been gracious enough to give up her Sunday afternoon to talk about some of these live-action Disney classics, movies that we've been showing you all afternoon. So the archives started in 1970, is that right?
Right.
Interesting that you guys recognize in 1970 the value of your history, and it comes at a time when some other studios, MGM, was sort of selling off, unfortunately, something they obviously regret. But you guys had the foresight to know that this stuff was going to matter, already mattered, and it was going to keep mattering.
Right. That was Roy O. Disney, Walt's brother and the co-founder of the studio. Roy kind of recognized that, you know, at that time, if you wanted to know about the history of Steamboat Willie or Snow White, most of the people that made those films were still around, and you could just go down the hall and talk to them. And towards the end of the 60s, we lost our founder, Walt Disney, in 1966. Roy realized that people were retiring and leaving the company, and that vast kind of knowledge base was going away. And so he agreed to the founding of an archive, and Dave Smith, who was the founder of the Walt Disney Archives, started in June of 1970 and gathered together all of these precious things, the documentation, the contracts that started the company, artwork, and just all these amazing things that told the story of the Walt Disney Company from the very beginning, from Walt's early attempts at animation in Kansas City, and also the genealogy of the Disney family, and all of this very rich history was pulled together then, and it's been in existence ever since. And so all of these things, as films wrap, the props and costumes come into the archives now, and we have our choice of the most important pieces.
You have brought some of Disney's rich history with you.
I did.
What do we got?
This is the bed knob from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. It's the actual one. You can see it's hollow.
Oh, yeah.
And
it
so
looks like a light bulb.
it would light up, and that's how it glows in the movie. So this is the actual bed knob. And this is also from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. This is a linen book, the one that Paul uses. It's very instrumental in the denouement of the story.
I was just looking at this. It feels like I'm scared to touch it because it feels like it might fall apart.
Yeah, it's
except
very sturdy.
It's not going to.
Yeah, it's a linen book, and it actually has the paintings in here. Of course, there's the Star of Astaroth, which is important in the plot of the film. But I also brought one other special thing here, little things that I had to bring with me. But this is the ring from the Shaggy Dog.
From the Shaggy Dog, yeah.
That's the ring that Tommy Kirk wears in the film. And as you can see, it's got the inscription on the back in Latin.
In canis corpore transmuto.
Okay, so you'll be shaving again this afternoon because I think you're going to turn into something special later on.
Looks like I won Super Bowl VI. Yeah. Becky, you've been so great to us, so let's give you another chance to talk about the D23 fan club.
Great. Well, for those of you who are interested, the best way to go is to go to d23.com or go to the disney.com website, and you can sign up there or find out as much information as you'd like. It's a wonderful place to go.
Becky, thank you very much for spending so much of this afternoon with us. We really appreciate it. It's been great. Obviously, we have to say goodbye to Becky right now, but our Disney Marathon, thankfully, is not over. In just a few minutes, Robert Osborne will be here